Hi Fluties! Today we're going to do some pre-practice stretching. You'll notice I have my knee braces on because I hurt myself all the time. So, in order to not do that, actually I'm going to move my camera here because I'm going to hit the table. So, in order to not do that, we're going to stretch a little bit. So, before we practice, let's take a minute to stretch our entire bodies because believe it or not, playing flute is working with your entire body, especially if you stand and play like me and my students. Of course, during orchestra we sit, but typically speaking, during typical practice and, solos and lessons, we stand. And that can be hard on your body depending on who you are and what's going on. So, we're going to take a couple of minutes, shake out the hands. I always feel really silly doing this, but it's fun. Let your hands completely loose. Like sometimes people do this thing where they're like super tight and they're just like, no. Let your hands go, okay? Shake them out. Doesn't matter how silly it looks. All right. Next. Reach all the way up. Even lean back a little bit if you can. We're stretching the whole front body. We're stretching the shoulders. All right, now down slowly. Now back up, all the way up. If you can, do a slight little back bend. If not, that's okay. And just a heads up, it doesn't matter how far you can go comfortably. Some days, I can get to about here. I have biceps tendonitis in both of my shoulders, so some days I can get to about here. Today, I just so happen to be a little bit more bendy. So, reach all the way up, wiggle the fingers. All right, now let's go all the way down. So keep your back flat during this, okay? We're not going nose to knee, we're going flat back here. All right, now all the way back up, wiggle the fingers. All right, now let's do a T. All right, so when we come out with this T, you're going to pinch your shoulder blades together like you're holding a pencil in between your shoulder blades, okay? We're gonna hold out like this for just a second. You're gonna feel a little bit of a burn. I'm not gonna lie, I feel a little bit of a burn. So if you feel a little bit like you're working out, that's okay. That's normal. All right, let them go. Shake the hands back out again. This can all also be done sitting. So if you're in a chair, leaning forward, you don't have to touch your toes, but, leaning forward, flat back, reaching up, Texas T. Now, if you're standing, like me, again, I have knee braces on, so we're going to be very, very careful, very gentle with ourselves, but I'm going to bring my knee back, or bring my foot back. It's almost like we're doing standing butt kicks. All right, and I'm just stretching this front of my thigh here. All right, back down. Other side. This is also great for balance, which is important for flute playing too. Making sure that we can balance. If you want to get real funky, lift the other arm. Now, here's one little tip that I have for those of you that are like me, that are really bendy. I have really bendy joints. So when I do stretching and when I do yoga and things like that, I have this tendency to fall into my joints. So my joints will literally kind of pop out, in and out. Don't do that. Use your strength to stabilize your joint. Okay, use your strength, even if it feels like you're being stiff and boxy, use your strength to stabilize. You should not feel any sort of popping in and out of joint, okay? And if you are stretching too far, even as somebody that's particularly bendy, remember that. Don't overstretch yourself. You will make it worse, okay? That's a problem that I run into all the time. Physical therapist told me that recently, like, hey, you're super bendy. You need to be careful because you will hurt yourself. So The last thing that we're gonna do is we're going to, as best we can, grab opposite hands. I guess rather not grab opposite hands, but you know what I'm saying. Grab your hands behind your back. Try to stand straight up for this one. And we're just gonna hold deep breaths. You might not be able to grab. You see, I can't grab here. I can only touch, and that's okay. All right, Texas T. Other side. I can't even touch on this side, so it's okay. The stretch is still the same, even if you can't touch on the other side or on either side. That's okay. Don't worry about it. All right. Shake out the hands. That was a lot. Hands on the belly. Remember to picture your low ribs coming out to the sides, your diaphragm flattening as you inhale. So inhaling all the way down here and allowing that diaphragm to flatten out. Notice how my hands go in and out. That's because my low ribs are expanding. Your chest can move a little bit, but we don't want shoulders going up, okay? Hold, hold, hold. Great job. All right. That's it for me today. Love you all.